welcome to our media day for the 2014 Pony League World Series. I'm Bob Gregg, Chairman of World Series Tournaments Incorporated, and this will be my 30th year chairing the volunteer organization that is the local host for the Pony League World Series. Here with me at the head table is the president of Pony Baseball and Softball, Abe Key. You'll hear from him momentarily. And the Vice President of Tourism for Washington County Chamber of Commerce and the Tourism Promotion Agency, J.R. Shaw. Also, the Information Services Technology Director for Pony Baseball Softball, Brent Libertor. It's our pleasure to have you with us this morning. All of us will be available after our formal presentations for questions and interview pieces if you'd like to do that. None of what we do would be possible without two main aspects: money and people. The entire organization has run for more than 60 years because of those two pieces. And we're happy today to tell you that both are in great shape in terms of funding for the not only what we're doing regularly, but for the enhancements that are coming and that you're going to hear about. And our volunteer commitments are really pretty outstanding. In excess of 400 different volunteers will take part, have already been working and will take part in what we do in that 6-day period from the time we start the Home Run Derby until the Roy Gillespie Memorial Championship Trophy is presented on that Wednesday night. Here to share a few thoughts and information about how the Chamber of Commerce, the County Tourism Promotion Agency have really helped keep the World Series in Washington and now grow our event. J.R. Shaw.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, J.R.
Good morning, everyone. Bob mentioned that this type of an effort doesn't go on without money and people, and I can say I represent both. The commitment and the dedication of the Washington County Chamber of Commerce, Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency, and the County of Washington as a whole. When the call went out last year for assistance from Pony World Series, the county answered that call. And again answered this year with a commitment to stabilize and grow the event into an event of local, regional, national, and international importance that it should be, and that it is. So we are very proud and happy to have been able to support the Pony League World Series financially, as well as from a personnel standpoint in being part of the steering committee to make these changes and these enhancements to the Pony League World Series that will enable that future growth. I can say on behalf of the Washington County Commissioners and the Chamber of Commerce and the Tourism Promotion Agency that we are very proud to be part of this team, and we look forward to future successes as we move down the line. The pertinent information regarding some of the enhancements that are being made, you will hear from some of the other folks that are here following me, as well as inside your press releases. But I just wanted to thank the committee, thank the community, and say that we're very proud to be part of that team. Thank you. Yes, and one of the commitments that we've made has not only been from a personnel standpoint and money standpoint, but from a marketing standpoint. Washington County Tourism has invested in the marketing reach of the Pony League World Series, with the idea being to grow attendance, grow awareness, and grow the event. We wanted to show you a sneak preview before it gets on the air, first view of our TV commercial broadcast that will be going out very soon.
The world is coming to Washington, Pennsylvania for the Pony League World Series, August 8th through the 13th at historic Lou Hayes Pony Field. Catch all the action as the best youth baseball teams on the planet play for the World Championship right in our own backyard. Daily admission is just $6, $4 for kids. For a complete list of games, special events, and to buy tickets, go to ponyworldseries.org. Watch history being made one batter at a time. The Pony League World Series, don't miss it for the world. Bring the entire family family to Washington, Pennsylvania to see the best youth baseball players at the Pony League World Series, August 8th through the 13th. Come for the games and stay for the rest of the entertainment. Fireworks, military appreciation night, mascot night, music, giveaways, and so much more. Go to ponyworldseries.org for information and discounted tickets. Daily admission is $6, kids just $4. Watch history being made one batter at a time. The Pony League World Series, don't miss it for the world.
These spots are just part of a comprehensive advertising and marketing campaign designed to, again, grow local awareness, drive attendance, and enable participation and support for the Pony League World Series. You'll see all this rolling out very, very soon. And you'll notice that there's a little bit of a little bit of a content difference on some of the spots. We're going to rotate those throughout the market to make sure that we have a chance to address and let everybody know about the enhancements and the changes and improvements that have been made to the Pony League World Series. Now I'd like to present the President and CEO of Pony International Baseball, Abe Key.
Thank you, JR. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Pony Baseball and Softball International Headquarters. My name is Abe Key. I'm the President and CEO of Pony Baseball and Softball. I want to take just a moment for those of you that may not know, Pony Baseball was founded here in Washington, Pennsylvania in the winter of 1951 in January. The very first inaugural season was held in the summer of 1951 with 6 original 13 and 14-year-old baseball teams here in Washington, Pennsylvania. That next year, 1952, that number grew to more than 600, and that was the first year that we hosted here in Washington, Pennsylvania, the Pony League World Series. And we've done so every year except about 11 years. 11 years, I would think 12. And it's, of course, an honor for us to have the Pony League World Series back here in Washington, Pennsylvania. As the parent organization responsible for the elimination of member teams to make it to Washington, Pennsylvania, and the Pony League World Series, we will have 10 teams participate in the World Series this summer. We will have a team from 4 international zones. We will have a host team, have a host area team, and we will have 4 U.S. Continental Zone teams. I'm going to spend just a minute and tell you a little bit about some of our international teams first that have already qualified to participate in the 2014 Pony League World Series. For the 3rd year in a row, we have representation from our European zone. Our European zone tournament was held in Prague, Czech Republic. The past 2 years, a team from Germany has qualified. This year, a team from Prague, the Czech Republic, the host team, defeated a team from London, England in the championship game to qualify for the 2014 Pony League World Series. Coming back for the 2nd year in a row, our Mexico representative, who just qualified about 2 weeks ago from Los Mochis, Mexico. They're in the state of Sinaloa, and they will be representing Mexico. And last year, Mexico, of course, was the runner-up in the World Series. Our Caribbean Zone champion was held in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico, and won by Levittown, Puerto Rico. Levittown is about 15-20 minutes east of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Levittown has been to the World Series before. You'll find some of that information in your press package. The last international team that's qualified last year was Okinawa, Japan, was our champion. This year, Taiyuan County from Chinese Taipei, Taiwan, will be representing the Asia Pacific zone, and they will be back there. They were here in 2012, I believe, some of their coaching staff. We have 5 additional teams. Of course, Washington, Pennsylvania qualifies automatically as the host of the Pony League World Series. We have 5 additional team qualifying tournaments that will be happening over the next 2 weeks. The first one is the host area tournament. We have about 30 pony leagues in greater western Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio, panhandle of West Virginia. Those 30 teams play 2 levels of tournament play. The last level of tournament play, the winner of that host area tournament will be held in McCandless Township, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, northern suburb of Pittsburgh. And that those teams will start August 1st, and that champion will be crowned on August 3rd. Again, the host area tournament will be held in McCandless Township, Pennsylvania. The East Zone tournament, and the East Zone compromises teams essentially from New England to South Carolina, as far west as Ohio. That event will be held in High Point, North Carolina, and there will be 5 teams in that tournament. That tournament will take place July 30th through August 2nd. Our North Zone Championships will be held in Bay City, Michigan. There will be 8 teams in that tournament. That event will start July 30th and conclude on August 3rd. Our South Zone, which is basically New Mexico to Florida, that tournament will be held in Burleson, Texas. There will be 16 teams, and that event will take place between July 30th and the championship game will be on August 4th. And our final zone is the West Zone. That encompasses Hawaii, Alaska, and everything west of the Rockies. And that event will be in Whittier, California, Southern California. There will be 8 teams in that event. It starts July 31st and will end August 3rd. Since we've qualified 4 international teams, we have a short video presentation that were made by the team from Taiwan and their head coach, and also the team from Prague, the Czech Republic, the European zone. So Brent, if you'll roll those, thank you.
我们是来自台湾的桃园县的球队，我们是一支非常团结、更有凝聚力，还有坚持到最后的球队。
We come from Taoyuan County, Taiwan, and we play as a whole team. We stay together and we do our best and never give up in every game.
我们希望这一次去美国，我们可以发挥这种精神。
We want to show us the same spirit to go to the United States.
然后希望我们的小朋友能享受每一场比赛。
And I hope our kids can enjoy every game.
然后我们2011年也有参与这个小马杯的比赛。
We have been to 20 tournaments in 2012.
然后让我们每个小朋友都留下很好的回忆。
Each of us has great memory and wonderful experience.
然后希望这次比赛，我们的小朋友也可以一样，跟2011年。
We hope we can have a wonderful tournament just like before.
让大家留下美好的回忆。
And hope every kid has great memory.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Chinese Taipei, Taiwan.
Hello, my name is David Winkler, and I'm the manager of Czech Academy baseball teams that will participate in Pony & Co. World Finals 2014. Firstly, I would like to say thanks to all of the players, coaches, parents, Czech Baseball Association, sponsors, and all others who contribute to this great success of the Czech baseball. Our host teams were successful in the European qualifying, which was held in the capital of the Czech Republic, in Prague, in the spring of this year. Academy Team Co. covered participation among 15 teams from across Europe, and Pony Team among 14 teams, also from many different countries in Europe. It is the first time ever in history that the World Final Pony is qualified team from Czech Republic. For this reason, I'm very happy, proud, and for all of us, it is a great honor that we can represent Czech baseball and baseball of all continent Europe in these 2 final Pony and Co teams. At the end, I would like to say thanks to all of you for your time and looking forward to see you in USA. David Winkler, Czech Baseball Academy Team, 2014.
That is David Winkler, W-I-N-K-L-E-R. He is the manager of both the Pony League World Series team and also the Czech Republic qualified for our Colt League World Series. So you heard him reference 2 different teams. So Colt is our 16U, and of course he'll be the manager for the 14U from Prague in the Czech Republic.
And just to note, the Chinese Taipei manager was also the manager of the 2012 team. His name is Wei Chi Huang, W-E-I-C-H-I-H-H-U-A-N-G. And he will be the manager of the 2014 team that's coming back. And several other coaches on that team were also in the 2012 runner-up Pony World Series team. With your packets, you received a program, and I would love to have been able to give you the 2014 program, but since there are all those teams that haven't qualified yet, we didn't think it appropriate to print that and put last year's pictures or any of that. So that actually, its final production happens Wednesday before we start on Friday. The printer, Leidig Printing here in town, they actually give their people the weekend off because they're going to work 24/7 from the time I give them the final layout, and they assemble that for us. But in there, particularly, I'd like to call your attention to a two-page reprint that deals with the first 30 years of Pony baseball. Abe referenced the founding of Pony here in the Washington area. But there's a reprint from an early 80s program that dealt with those 30 formative years, and then the World Series returned to Washington in 1984 and has been here ever since. And with, as we talked earlier, the financial and volunteer people support, it's our intention to keep the World Series here in Washington. I'd like to talk about some infrastructure changes. The next release you have in your packet deals with a collaboration with Comcast Business. For a number of years, those of you that have been to Lou Hayes Pony Field know that we're in a hole. The ball field's tucked into a hillside, and nothing works there. Nothing. We have to bring trucks in with satellite dishes to beam signals out. We have dial-up that works most of the time. When I order phone lines for broadcasts and those kind of things, they schedule 3 splice cut crews from Verizon to make sure that we can get a couple of phone lines that work. And internet's kind of been from here to there to relay to beam it back and forth. The city had been able to help us somewhat, but we could not offer public Wi-Fi and those kinds of things. There is no cable in the park itself. Comcast installation ended at where the park actually begins. The last house has cable, and that's where it ended until now. We recognize that to do the social media outreaches that are now all the Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and I'm sure there's other ones. That's not my world, but I know that is the world that we live in today. So we reached out to the city who owns the park, to Comcast, to say how can we make this happen, and with a really a unique collaboration and some funding assistance from the county through the market, through the tourism hotel room tax grant, we've been able to make that. The final work is being done even as we speak. Crews are on the poles inside the perimeter of Lou Hayes Pony Field now, finishing the installation. It's underground, about 750 feet from the last pole entering the park, and has all been installed. The final overhead and the last touches are happening today. That's going to enable us to do a number of things. One is to make available public Wi-Fi so that we can interact real time with Instagram, with Twitter, with blogs, with all of those things that people enjoy today. It will enable us to have interaction with fans who are there and give those fans the opportunity to interact immediately with fans back home who couldn't make the trip here. In addition, it's going to enhance our audio stream of the broadcast of the Pony League World Series. Every game is carried, and we are in the process of trying to finalize plans to be able to video stream every game of the World Series. And without the partnership of Comcast Business, the City of Washington, Pony Baseball and Softball Tournaments Incorporated, and the County Chamber of Tourism, this collaboration would not have been possible at that kind of distance, and to be able to make that work. Just to note, when I was first chair of this organization, I didn't need these things. My arms were long enough, but they're not now. Our all access, and this is truly The plan is that we are going to be all access. The championship game is going to be televised. Welcome back, because 1964's World Series was played in San Diego, California. The first of 11 different years and 9 different host cities to have the World Series outside of Washington. But interestingly enough, probably the best turnout other than Washington 55's team, we know of 10 and their manager from that team who are coming to be at the Pony League World Series on that Sunday, and we're going to recognize them. Their manager, named Joe Gallardi, and for many years, still the West Zone president of Pony Baseball. Grew up coaching and playing the game and loved the organization so that he became involved, and now has served for many years and has served as the tournament director, the actual overseer of the playing of the games. And Joe is coming along with at least so far, 10 of their 15 players will be here that night. A couple of other notes are elimination games on Monday and Tuesday. We do free admission. Open the gates, the concession stands are available, but we open the gates and invite area daycare centers, senior centers, senior services locations, and organizations to join us for free at the ballpark. It's a great time to bring more people out, to expose them to what we do. And we've always found that if we get people to the ballpark, they're coming back because they're going to have an enjoyable time. The Washington Area Service Clubs, led by the Rotary Club, also with the assistance of the Lions and the Kiwanis Club, will host the teams that are still with us in the series on Tuesday for lunch around the schedule of the elimination games there on Tuesday. The other pieces, Manny Sanguillen's coming to the World Series on championship night as well, and those of you that are young enough to remember that great big smile coming out from that catcher's mask, it's still there. He's one of the happiest people I've ever met, and those of you that have met Manny Sanguillen know exactly what I'm talking about. He exudes joy of life. So we're excited about that. One final piece that I have, and it ties in some fashion with our free admission on our daytime elimination games on Monday and Tuesday. That would also be the case, by the way, on Wednesday if we play those if necessary games. And those of you that know baseball, double elimination brackets know how that works. If a team that's unbeaten loses, they have to play another game to get eliminated from the bracket. If we play those on Wednesday, that would also be free admission. Last year, during the World Series, one of our longtime attendees has been a member of our Booster Club, which is simply a listing. Program has two pages facing each other listed as Booster Club. And it's simply a recognition of people who have written a check and didn't want anything more than just a listing in the program. And some have said, don't even put my name in. But it includes a number of passes, good for the World Series. One of them said, why don't you put a checkbox on your form that we could donate our tickets or a portion of them and have them given to charity? In our discussions with the tourism agency and John's involvement with the Milan Classic, they had a very well-defined tickets for charity program at the Milan Classic, and we've talked about how to make that work. We took that idea and the booster member's suggestion and put the two together. In addition, one of our returning night sponsors, HotelPlanner.com, which is our official online reservations service for Pony Baseball and for the Pony League World Series, they said, put our night tickets for the night that we're sponsoring, the individual one-night tickets for Sunday, August the 10th, my brain works, Sunday, August 10th, put those in your Tickets for Charity bank and give those to an organization in the Washington area that can best use them. And I'm happy to tell you this morning that as of right now, our Tickets for Charity bank has exceeded $9,000 in ticket value with those one-day tickets from Hotel Planner, and more than 115 pairs, adult and youth, from our booster clubs who have said, you know what, here's the money, put our name in there, but put our tickets in that bank. And those will go to area organizations who can use those for their clients and their constituents. That's a program that we think that we can really grow over the coming years and expand that benefit to more. KDKA and Pittsburgh CW set to carry the championship game Wednesday, August the 13th live. Lanny Fratteri, who voiced our radio and television commercials. Many of you, I'm sure, recognized that unmistakable voice, the longtime play-by-play announcer for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He will be our play-by-play announcer for the championship broadcast on that night. But with that cable now installed, we can do many other things. The Observer Reporter covers the Pony League World Series and has from the very beginning. Pony Baseball's original meetings took place in the conference room of the Observer Reporter. Their then sports editor, Lou Hayes, was the first commissioner of Pony Baseball, and with the growth of the organization, recognized that to grow that organization needed to get out of the sports editing business, and was named the first commissioner, then later president of Pony Baseball. So the Observer Reporter's roots go clear back to the very beginning of Pony Baseball and the Pony League World Series. And this year, once again, the Observer writers and photographers will be on hand. There'll be tweets happening because of this all-access collaboration, and there'll be photos, game stories, and recaps all available as well. For more than 60 years, WJPA Radio has carried nearly every game of the Pony League World Series, and the one year the Bronco League World Series played here in Washington, Pennsylvania. For 30 years, Mark Uriah has anchored that coverage for us. He will do so again. Lanny will be joining him for a number of the games on the broadcast. And those games, through our partnership with MSAsports.net, will also be available around the world on web stream. Our World Series staff will be Twittering and whatever else it is that, what do you do, tweet? Yeah, thanks, Carson. I'm slow to change and adapt. I actually have a smartphone now, but I cry every day I want my flip phone back. Actually, if I just lost my phone altogether, I'd be okay with that. And I know some of you are of that same age in this room, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. This unique partnership will also include iScore. We've talked for years, we'd love to be able to provide real-time scoring that we see happen around us with Wild Things games. If I'm not at the game or can't have access to it, I can follow batter by batter, pitch by pitch what's going on. College sporting events, the same thing, and I see those and I watch those and I track those all the time. And it's been frustrating to us that we couldn't, support our official scorer who leaves every night with 4 games to go and tally by hand stats so that the next morning at 10 a.m. when that team that lost at 8 o'clock comes back, that there's up-to-date stats. And people around the world now will be able, through iScore, Pony Baseball's official electronic scoring system, will be able to track those through this collaboration as well. And again, as I mentioned, we are in the discussion stages of providing video stream with the audio broadcast for every World Series game the entire week. That's not definite yet, but that is in the works, and that is certainly in our hopes and plans to be able to finalize that here in the next week or so. One of the things that we've heard from visitors and we've heard from people in the community, that there's dead time between games, there's things it's kind of quiet. Could we enhance that? Could we draw more people if we added some other pieces to what we do? Our pushback has always been, it's already a long day. We start Monday morning at 10 a.m. on that particular day, Monday and Tuesday. We're going to play 4 games, 2 eliminations daytime, 2 winners bracket games at night. That's a long day. If you come out for one of those, it's not a long day at all. If you have to be there for the whole thing until the lights get turned out at night, it's a long day. So without greatly pushing the length of time, could we do some more things? Entertainment. People don't like my music selections on the PA, so that was the first thing they went to. Let's get some music on there that people under the age of 30 have ever heard before. So what we've been able to do, and the work John Switek has helped us with, that is to bring some musical entertainment that's going to perform between games, including the Hobbs Sisters including Scott Blasey of the Clarks, including the Washington Symphony Orchestra Brass Quintet. We've also added events like Mascot Night, where those furry, costumed fan favorites will be available for entertaining kids and adults alike, shaking hands and posing for pictures, even signing an autograph or two or a palm handprint. Military Appreciation Night on Tuesday. I'm embarrassed somewhat to tell you that we've never done that before, and we should have. And we're going to. And we're going to take care of that starting this year. Our Military Appreciation Night includes free tickets, as you'll read, available either through our website at ponyworldseries.org, our ticketing, online ticketing through ShowClicks, and also through GovX.
Yep.
Yes. Available to all active, reserve, retired and veteran military personnel. 4 tickets are theirs for the asking. If they don't get their tickets online with the military ID at the gate, they would be admitted for free as well on that night. And we're excited about that. We're planning some special things to happen that night that aren't final yet, but we're excited about saying thank you to the men and women who for more than 200 years have protected our freedoms, including the freedom to gather around the game of baseball. Our festivities are many, including some baseball related. Home Run Derby, fastest runner starts our activities on Friday. One of the neatest events that you will ever witness takes place Saturday morning. It includes all of our World Series teams, mostly as support. They're not the center stage of this special event. It's Pony's newest division, the Champions League, a division of pony baseball designed to provide opportunities for special needs kids to play the game of baseball. And here at the World Series, they not only get to play the game, but they get to do it on the World Series championship field with the World Series players and coaches gathered with them to assist in a limited way, because the kids in the Champions League, they don't want a lot of help, but believe me, when the clapping starts or the encouragement words are spoken, their faces light up and tears will run down your cheeks. I promise you. You will never be the same after you witness the Champions League game. That's Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Please find a way to join us for that. One of the schedule changes, thanks to the Roonies and the Pittsburgh Steelers, the New York Giants, we moved our scheduled games for Saturday. Instead of trying to go head-to-head, while this may be the Pony League World Series, we realize this is still Stiller Nation. And so their 7:30 kickoff, we're not going head-to-head against that. We've moved our game schedule. We're going to do the Champions League game at 10, and then at 11:30 we're going to begin our triple header on Saturday, which is a change from previous years. But we thought we could better draw people in and not go head-to-head against the opening game of the Steelers preseason and the 3 or 4 plays that Ben and the guys will get the be in on. But we just thought that was a better move to go that way. Sunday, our Breakfast of Champions at the Doubletree in Meadowlands. It's a sold-out event annually. It's a great time. The staff there does a great job to get the food part of it done so that we can get to the real fun, and that is pieces like what you saw from the 2 managers. All 10 managers get to talk for a few moments. The international teams regularly speak in native tongue, and everybody sits there and like, oh yeah, we understand exactly what, we don't have a clue what they're saying. Then an interpreter obviously would explain. But one of the neat moments of the Pony League World Series is that 15-20 minute segment of our Breakfast of Champions on Sunday morning. Sunday at the ballpark, we paid tribute to the 50th anniversary team. 1964 World Series was won by Campbell Moreland, California. For each of the previous years, we've had the opportunity to welcome back to Lou Hayes Pony Field that team from 50 years ago that won the World Series. This year, it's not really organizations in the region as well. That's officially all we have. Gentlemen, anything else? All right. If there are questions or one-on-ones, we would welcome that. And lunch is coming very shortly, I promise you. I did order that. So, and actually, if you look out that window, it's coming even as we speak. So we'll be having lunch shortly. But we're all available for questions. We can do it this way or individually. It's up to you. Okay. Thank you all for coming, and we look forward to seeing you at the Pony League World Series.